I've got an event, a symposium going on this fall. It's going to be end of September, early October. You can find out about that. There's going to be a lot of interesting speakers, interesting people. It's going to be a lot of fun, but it's not going to be like your typical symposium. It's not going to be go listen to this, go listen to the speaker speak. Speaker gets up and goes. Go listen to the next speaker. Go listen to the next. It's not going to go and be listening to speakers tell you things. I don't like those kinds of symposiums and events. They become tedious and boring after a while. Your mind fills up and you need time to process all that stuff. You can't just pile up another load and pile up another load without processing all of it. And a lot of it just falls off and goes away. So you can't process that fast anyway. So we're going to have speakers, but we're also going to have fun. It's going to be a social situation. It's going to be a lot of networking. We're going to get to know each other. I'll be there and all the time, and I'll be giving a couple of talks, but just being part of the happening is going to be good. We're going to have some people who will put a thing on your, they will put a strip that receives your brainwaves, your electromagnetic brainwaves, and each individual brainwave frequency, they will assign an instrument, like an orchestra instrument to that. And also different things like timing and tempo and all of that get assigned based on your brainwaves. And then depending on how you're thinking, if your thinking's chaotic, well, you'll get kind of chaos. If your thinking is not chaotic, you'll get melody and you'll get harmony and a lot of other things. It's just amazing what beautiful music you can make just by meditating and letting your mind create music. So there'll be fun things like that. There'll be a guy coming from TMI who is going to demonstrate some of his spatial technology, which will almost guarantee that you will find yourself in some other reality other than just this one. There's a room that we're going to have that's just going to be hands-on, doing things, experimenting, whatever. It's just all sorts of things. And then we're going to have some musicians kind of wandering around, playing music, break time, lunchtime, dinner time. And then in the evening, they're going to get together and do a little concert. And after that, we're going to dance. We're going to have fun. We're going to talk and dance and play and have conversations. So every night is going to be a party, and every night's going to be, it's going to be a learning situation. You'll learn a lot of things. You'll meet a lot of people. So that's the kind of symposium that is being planned. Now, whether we pull it off or not, I don't know. We're working on it. But that's the kind of thing that we're planning to do. It's going to be the theme is consciousness and science. So that's the theme, consciousness and science. And if you'd like to join, well, you'll find a way to do that probably at my site. I'm not sure where. I guess you could go to the CUSAC site too. Just ask around if you have a problem, but you should find that advertised somewhere on the site. Just push buttons and see what happens, and hopefully the navigation is not too confusing. But yes, that's kind of what's going on, and hope you show up for the symposium. Going to be a lot of good people there giving you insights, all kinds of interesting things. There's a friend of mine who works with the experiments with me. He owns a fairly large company that makes VRs and video games, and he's very successful at that. And he's going to talk about a game that he's going to make where the only way to level up is by using your intent.
Wow.
Intention's going to level you up. So whether you wander around clueless in the playing field or whether you level up and go to the next level, it's going to be because you used your intent to modify random numbers to give you something that was better than random.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, so
That's practicing
yeah, that's a
intent.
good
Wow.
trainer. Yeah, you see, let's talk
Yeah.
about getting your intuitive side trained up. Well, he's thinking about producing some software that will be fun, and you get to play in it, and it will should be interesting. So who's going to give a talk about that and how that's coming along, and about how the experiments are coming along, and it's just going to be a lot of interesting, fun stuff. So yeah, if you can get as many people as you can to come join us for that consciousness and science symposium, it should be something that you walk away with a whole lot of new friends and contacts and connections, and a lot of people who didn't ever hear of you before well now, and you'll know a lot of people. So it's more focused at individual connection than it is focused on lectures. So there will be lectures there. I'll be giving one of them or two myself, but there'll be talks there. But that's not the main idea. The main idea is to get people together and give them spaces in which they can connect, and provide some social space too, where they can
Wow.
just kind of unwind and be themselves.
Oh, that's fantastic. That sounds not just fun, but incredibly productive in all the right ways. And it's so it's always so surprising, pleasantly surprising to just see how much of an impact these direct transmissions, face-to-face communication, really has, and um, can really help us along our journeys. Just meeting up face to face and sharing this sort of
Mm-hmm.
information with the sort of intent that's going to be at the symposium. So I encourage everybody to look into this event. I'm going to include the information in the description. Tom, I'm going to get that information from you, and I'm gonna put that where everybody can see it. And sounds like a wonderful idea, especially with everything that's going to be going on, the folks that you're bringing on, the particular VR game in which you use your intent to level up. It's just a phenomenal
Yeah,
idea,
yeah.
and I look forward to seeing how it goes as well. And it's I think that more needs to be done like that when people do get together. People do have a great time, and at the same time, that intent is to collectively grow. I think that's fantastic that you're doing that. Tom, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on. I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you've done and all that you've choose to be.